It is July the 4th, 2013. We're in the chalet, conservation chalet area on the shores of Lake Laurentian, and we are about to travel around the lake. We're on what they call the self-guided trail. We're not too far from where we started. You can see the terrain here, and the idea is you go around, and I don't know if there's anything actually on the posts, but I can't remember where they had things to look at. Obviously there's nothing here, there's the post. So anyway, we're going to carry on a little bit and then we're going to turn. If we were to make a left turn here, we would be going to the Blackbird Swamp. We can also use this one to go onto the main trail, but at this visit we're going to just go on the main trail from its own entrance. So here we are at another junction. If we carried on straight, that would take us back to the chalet. But right now, there's the lake right there, and our journey is going to take us going around the lake in a clockwise direction. Now, it's been many years since I've been here. It used to be an annual thing, but I'm hoping, it does look like they've improved the signage, so I hope that's true all the way around. And so here we go. One thing about taking a dog around a lake, you don't have to worry about her getting thirsty. Well, here we are again, another freaking sign. Red trail, which is what we're on. It says 15 kilometers. We're going to check that out. I think I got to put some bug spray on though. It's getting, though we don't have as many as we have had. Still, I've been trying to avoid it, but I'll just have to use it. We have come across a sign I've never seen before. It's regarding a trail route. They don't want you to go through the eroded areas. They want you to take a new trail. So I suspect this is the eroded area they're talking about, and hopefully this is the new trail. Now, why anybody would go through that swamp is beyond me, but anyway, we'll definitely try and follow the new trail. Onward. Well, we come across another one of these trail reroute signs, and I'm going to take a wild stab at it and say that was the old trail, and this trail here is the new one, we hope. Last week when I was looking for the where the bridges were, new bridge, I couldn't find them. Remember, anyways, happened to see that video. I realized that I had mentioned that this was a project they were doing in the wintertime, and I tried to see where they went. So I'm gonna get on the bridge. I'm gonna make a waypoint on my machine and my GPS, and see how it relates to the new map. It's kind of fantastic. Now here's something interesting. I'm in the middle of the new bridge, and looking straight across I can see the other one. Interesting, eh? Alright, so I've waypointed this one, and I'll do the same when I get the other side. It's a beautiful. And we're headed. The stairs and the ladder, and pretty doggone good. Doesn't look like treated wood though, but maybe that's what though I can see some green ends. But anyway, onward, upward, to find the trail. Just took another pause here, just to show the magnificence of this lake, and to think that there are people who want to encroach, not necessarily on this lake, but so close it might as well be. We're in a city of 160,000 people, and if it wasn't for the damn sound of trucks, it could be anywhere. This is an absolute jewel and should be preserved always for the people of Sudbury and for our visitors. Well, we've been directed onto another detour. The sign back there, it was falling down, but I put it back up. Mind you, this may be a little on the swampy side. And how, I guess months ago, or maybe even a couple of weeks ago, it would have been terrible. But anyway, my boon companion is cooling off. Not my favorite water for her to do that, but it doesn't bother her, and as long as I can find something cleaner, I'll be happy. So, I presume the arrows are right, and we're going to go along that ridge, and we'll see what happens. If you note the body of water, we can see beyond, I don't know how well you can see it. That's Perch Lake. Sudbury has 330 lakes within our own borders. But we're going around Laurentian, so we're carrying on. I don't know about this trail, guys, this new trail. I don't know how long it's going to last. We went through some pretty mushy spots. So anyway, just my observation. Now, we're currently back on the original trail. Gone through a couple, maybe 4 different detours. And if you can hear, I'll shut up for a moment, the traffic sounds. I just wanted to point that out just for interest's sake. Also, I wanted to point out, but I haven't got a good example yet. There are signs posted to tell people not to ride bikes and that when the ground is soft, and there's quite a few examples I've just gone over. This is little settled ground where that instruction or warning or advice has not been heeded, and so you can see these deep ruts. And it's unfortunate because I'm all in favor of mountain biking. I own a bike myself, mind you, it's a little bit hairy for me at my age, but we just don't get enough trail respect from other users. So we've been able to keep the ATVs and stuff off this, but I expect we're gonna see some in fractions as we get near what we laughingly call civilization. And I just wanted to mention that. Here's another view of lots of these little islands. I may have been here last year. I can't have to remember. Look at the map. Away in the background, you can see a part of the university, and little buddy's gone. Oh, doesn't. Thought she's gone for a swim. Anyway, just to give you an idea of the beauty and the diversity of this lake. Don't ask me about any aquatic life. I have no idea about that. I'm not a fisherman or a biologist. I'm just a guy who likes to go for walks in the outdoors. And here we are at that second bridge. And this water here, let me get my notes out, is called Timber Bay. I'm going to presume there was logging here. Actually haven't seen any signs of it. Anyway, there you are, the bridge at Timber Bay. Sounds like it could be a movie. So here we are on the bridge, Timber Bay. Big old wetlands here. And Timber Bay over there. See lots of water lilies coming up. Some yellow ones, and over here white ones. So here we've come to an interesting area. A little creek that joins two bodies of water. Now, I've been unable to find out if that has another name or not. I know we're not too far from Bennett Lake, but I don't believe this is Bennett Lake. My GPS says it's a lake. So we just missed a flock of ducks, and now we're going to go down, and it's very steep. So it gives me an opportunity to mention the value of a walking stick. Now I have several walking sticks, and the one I happen to be using now, I got it on my birthday a year ago, and it's a solid stick. I have several folding sticks or telescopic sticks. There's a beaver dam, by the way, which are not very reliable, this type of work, because it won't hold your body. Now in this sort of terrain, because of my knees, I definitely need something to help me get down and up, but lots of times it's down. So what I have is this solid stick. Don't ask me the material, I have no idea. Looks like, well, it's hard anyway. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there as your lesson for today, unless I think it's something else. Now we're about to pass over that stream, It's not the best way. I can remember going over it years ago. There's something here. So the dog went off in that direction, so I think I'm going to go in that direction too. So anyway, there we are. In fact, the water's running, but I can still. Oh my gosh, she's really got into it. Anyway, we'll just carry on. I better put the camera down. Rely on my stick to get me over. Well, now we seem to have a bit of an issue here. Following what appears to be the obvious trail. I don't see any of the new markers, but I see an old marker. But looking at my map, it doesn't seem the right thing. So I guess what I'm going to do is carry on until I see for sure whether I'm right or wrong. I can always backtrack. Always something, eh? Okay, mystery solved, sort of. Where I was getting confused is my GPS shows a trail going to the right of this one. But finally I see an arrow, a new arrow, and there's a bit of a climb as well. It's very distinctive. I mean, if I hadn't had the map, the GPS, I wouldn't have had any problem. See, there's a climb up, and I also, one thing I didn't mention about the walking stick, in this sort of terrain you need to have non-slip grip on the end. I have one of these like you get for a cane. You can easily purchased anywhere, Canadian Tire, any store like that. So anyway, if I stayed with the original wooden end, it would be a nightmare. It's funny how time seems to screw up your perspective. I've been waiting for these rocks for a long time. I was beginning to think they changed the trail. Just couldn't. I thought they were closer to the other end, but I guess not. Anyway, I'm hoping to find a nice place to sit down. I got a sandwich, and I'm getting on the peckish side. So. Lunch break. We're basically on the south shore of the lake. There's that section we walked over. So, trying to have a nosh. This is the grassy area that we tried to get through last week. Somebody is obviously entering the water here. We know who it is. Hey, Spring. Now I have no idea why. We're on a kind of a built-up area, as if it was a railway track or something. which I don't believe it was, but that's actually part of the lake here. And there's a wetland over here, and there's another access to the trails from over here. In fact, we just met a lady who came in from that way. Now we're on a trail coming off this one to the left, which I believe is the connection to Ida Street, although it doesn't look like that to me. Maybe another one. Anyway, we're going to carry on straight ahead. Okay, now this is the entrance I remember. Still in conservation territory, and as you can see, well abused by motorized vehicles. So after our time on the rocks and that section of road, even though this is a flaming mess, it's nice to be within the coolness of the trees. Now we may have an issue coming ahead because my GPS topo map and the map I got in my pocket don't exactly agree with each other, so I'll have to, hopefully some kind soul has marked them out, because one trail I do not want to go on is just a friggin' loop and loop back, and at this stage of the game my feet don't need anymore. Now there are dozens of trails in the water again. There are a dozen trails through this area, and in one of the articles that I read about this trail, it comments about all the different names it had. Well, one of the trail names they gave was the Simic Trail. Now, I used to be on the Simic Trail quite regularly, and it was not the same trail. Simic Trail, for a start, did not go around the lake. It was a specific trail, and it was basically, I'd say, on the north of this lake. So that's it, and it went over to South Bay Road. It was well marked, if you consider writing on rocks well marked, but that's what it was. So unless they've just amalgamated part of it into this, I don't know, maybe it was a part, but I know that at that time you really had to be careful, and that's why trail markings are so important, because you can get screwed up so badly in here. So far I'm not complaining. It's probably a few more markers would have been nice, but anyway, we won't complain too much about that. Now we're at that spot that I had mentioned, and thank goodness it's well marked. Now, this was part of the Simic Trail, and you probably can't read this, but this was like how Simic marked his trails. You see, he has a date on it, 1980. So anyway, that's what I meant about crisscrossing. And we went up this way, but somebody decided to rename this trail as the Tebow Trail, so names change as long as we don't get lost. Well, part of our route. Now, looking back on the beaver dam, just for interest's sake, this is, well, it's part of the Laurentian, the Lake Laurentian Trail. It's actually on Laurentian University property, so it may explain why the mess. It appears that I got a bit screwed up. It seemed awful wide, and by my map it was heading for South Bay Road, direction I didn't want to go. I came to this path and noted that it has the red dot. So somehow or other I may be on the right trail. Hopefully going in the right direction. I hate it when it happens this time of day when you're exhausted. Oh well, we'll see. What do you know? I finally found the orange trail. But I couldn't find it at the ends it counted. I can see the damn, oh, there it is. Oh well, I'm gonna stand the red now. Well, we're almost there. A few hundred meters to go. Downhill run to the parking lot. And I know one little girl is going to spend some time in the water. She is black, and my feet are dying to get in that same water. See you in a few seconds. Starting the decline right now. So we've come to a junction. Trail to the left is that damn orange trail again. A blue trail, whatever it is. And we're going down again, continue down. We're going right to the lake. And the car park. We're back. Head to the car. Unload some stuff. And if she hasn't head down there. I'll make sure she does. The classes are over. It's just a little after 2 o'clock. Anyway. So that's my excursion. My 72nd birthday. My knees and my feet are killing me. Let me check my GPS. According to this, I did 11.35 kilometers. Now, I had a problem with my odometer, so I'm going to say that's 11.5 kilometers. That's it, that's all.